Hi everyone, it's Nicole Wilkins with FitnessRx for Women, and this is my next question and answer segment where I took your questions from Facebook and I'm going to answer them for you today. The first question I have is, hi Nicole, you inspire so many of us. Who inspires you in the fitness world? And has or have your role models changed over the past few years? Well, thank you very much. I wouldn't say there's one particular person that I aspire to be like, or, I think as a whole in the fitness industry, the people that inspire me are the people who are always trying to better themselves, who are motivated on a consistent basis, who live a healthy lifestyle, people who are doing things that are better than me, because I'm always trying to strive to be better in areas of my life, not just fitness, but relationships or whatever it may be. So I'm not a very good cook, so I'll follow people who are really good at new recipes to try and learn, or if I'm trying to improve on my cardio, I'll inspire somebody who is really good at high intensity workouts, or somebody who, I just think in general, people who are just always at it and just always have a positive attitude and who are living a healthy lifestyle are the people that I kind of gravitate toward and keep me going too. So my role models, it's really difficult to pick just one person, but from the beginning, I always looked at all the pros. I was the kind of girl who went to the Arnold Classic and was getting autographs from everybody. Like, I followed the sport. I read all the magazines. I watched all the competitions. I knew all the fitness professionals. Some that come to mind, obviously, Adela Garcia, who I've known over 10 years. I have a photo of her in 2004. Monica Brandt, of course. And then you have some of the fitness pros like Jen Hendershot, who I'm honored to work with today. And, so those people who I've kind of been around and kind of tried to emulate are inspirational to me too. Hi Nicole, I'm a personal trainer and a busy mother of two. I have always strength trained, but this year I have really been trying to add some muscle and definition to my runner's body. I'm cutting out more sugar like you suggested, but I am short on time and don't have 6 days to spend in the gym. Am I better off to do full body compound type exercises every time I train, or just rotate legs and upper body? Any advice is greatly appreciated. A couple things here. I don't know how many times you can devote to the gym, but if you've been strength training for a while, maybe it's time to kind of up the ante and break it down into smaller muscle groups so you can hit them with higher volume. So let's say, for example, you can only get to the gym 4 times a week. So one day do shoulders, one day do chest and triceps, one day do back and biceps, one day do legs. That way you can do 4 to 5 exercises for just that muscle group for that particular day. And you can hit more angles, and you can do a bunch of different exercises for that particular muscle group. Hit it deeper so that you can gain some lean muscle. The next question I have is, I want to be able to do pull-ups. At the moment, I'm struggling to do just one. What exercises are the best to start with? Can doing negative reps of dips help? Okay, the first question is some exercises that are best to start with. If you're trying to learn to do a pull-up, pull-ups are one of the hardest back exercises to do. So you should be able to do, you should be consistently hitting back and doing wide grip pull downs, lots of rows like barbell rows, cable rows, lots of exercises that hit all angles of the back, but also hitting pull-ups every week. So not doing them every other week, maybe even twice a week, just throw in pull-ups another day. If you're just learning, you try the chin dip assist, but one way is also doing negatives. So you go to the bar, you grab on, and then you jump up, hold your chin up, or whichever angle you're using your hands, hold your chin up, as long as you can and slowly lower down so you can train the muscles that are required to do a pull-up without actually performing the full pull-up reps. And over time, you should be able to develop the strength to do that. And it may take a long time. Reps of dips are totally different than pull-ups. Dips are where your hands are on a parallel bar and you're bringing your elbows or your upper body down, or your whole body down, so that your arm is parallel to the floor. That actually works your triceps if your chest is up, or your chest if you're leaning down a little bit more. It's a different muscle group than working a pull-up. So no, it won't help you do a pull-up. The next question is, I know that you have to eat clean, but I always go over my caloric requirements for the day. Do you ever have problems like that, and what do you do to solve the problem? Well, I'm sure everybody watching this video at some point or another goes over their recommended caloric intake for the day. It's really easy to do. So yes, I have experienced that before. A couple things that you can do is space out your meals so that you aren't eating a lot at night or not enough in the morning. A lot of times people are really hungry at night because they're just not eating enough during the day. So fill up your breakfast, make it a big meal, make your lunch a big meal, so that way later on in the evening you're not so famished. Another thing to do is I highly recommend you write down what you're eating. So have a journal, write down specifically what you ate that day so you can actually visually see, and then you can write notes and say, okay, you know, I've been eating quite a bit of X, or I'm not really eating enough protein. You can kind of pick that apart. So the more regimented you are with your journaling, the better off you'll be in the long run too. You can have a fitness professional take a look at it, but yeah, that should help out kind of balancing it out as well. And the last question I have is, hi Nicole, how do I keep a good fitness regime on a strict gluten-free and dairy-free diet? I can't eat peanuts either. Thanks for the advice. Okay, so gluten-free, dairy-free, wheat-free, some carbohydrates, you can actually get gluten-free oatmeal. You can eat cream of rice, you could do quinoa, you could do brown rice, you could do white rice, you could do, you know, there's a slew of different options for that. Protein sources, you could do chicken, fish, egg whites, you can do, you know, all natural protein powders, you can do tilapia, salmon, steak, so you can do all sorts of different protein sources, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese. Oh, you're not doing dairy, so forget those last two. For fat sources, avocados, olive oils, any kind of oils, coconut oil. If you don't do peanuts, I'm not sure if you just don't like them or you have an allergy, but there's a ton of other nuts you can do, or nut butters. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. Even if you are on a gluten-free, dairy-free diet, there are still creative options for you to choose from during the day. All right, so that's what I have for you guys this week. Until next time, keep asking your questions on the FitnessRx for Women Facebook page, and I'll be back every Friday to answer your questions for you. Keep living the fit life.